Welcome back to another episode of the SelfSeed podcast. Now, in this podcast, we always try to grow ourselves one idea at a time. Now, if you have ever found yourself staring at your to-do list and you're wondering where the day went, or you felt like your 24 hours are just not enough, then this episode is for you. Today, we are diving into the top 5 habits of highly productive people. Highly productive people. I don't know if you know their names in your head already, but this episode, secret, this is like a hint. I'm not mentioning names of these top 5 highly productive people. These are simple, actionable habits that can completely transform how you work and also live. Whether you're a student, a professional, or even just an entrepreneur. The truth is, highly productive people are just people who don't have more time than you. They just use their time differently. And that's what I'm learning constantly. They just use their 24 hours differently, a little bit different compared to you. And I want to kick off this episode with a personal story so that I give you some context, or you are able to resonate with me, and so that you're able to listen to the end. I hope you listen to the end. But yeah, disclaimer also, before I started recording this podcast, I thought it was recording. And then I finished rambling. And then I just discovered that I didn't press the record button. Can you imagine? Anyways, personal story time, yeah? So you see, I've always tried my best to maximize the time I have and do everything, if not most things I'm supposed to do. But I wasn't always like this or that, however we want to put it. My mindset really started shifting when I began to understand the scriptures, those commandments, those directive of hold on to education, why you should search for knowledge, why you should search for wisdom, why you should obey, why you should, all of that, the Jesus' story as well. When you're looking at Jesus, he's always punctual, he's always doing his stuff. And when I also started, as well as when I started reading books on high performance and discipline. So growing up, my father, Mzee Elbariki, my father had this almost, I think, mission level focus. He had this thing with him. He had this mission level focus of making sure that we used our time well. We used our time, because I remember even during school holidays, right? When we just wanted to relax. For us, because let's say for me, I was coming from boarding school, right? Or when I was in primary as well, that young mindset, you're like, I've toiled enough, now I want to rest. He'd just ask a simple question: don't you have any homework to do? Even when I said no, when we were just saying no, he'd just tell us to go read something. He'd like, yeah, just go inside and read something. And I can just be honest. At that moment, I didn't really like it. Yes, I was. I agree. I was smart by grace, but I didn't always love the idea that our father always wanted us to study, to read. That he always wanted us to go read something. I was like, what am I reading? Yeah, I hated it, but eventually I now realize that what he was really trying to build was a mindset. The foundation of always utilizing time and empowering the mind, yeah? Allowing your mind to always be on the look for the idea, for the next adventure, executing, becoming a high performer. Eventually, I say this because eventually reading became my habit. It became my thing, reading. And it became the tool that I used to recover the lost time and create momentum in my life. And as I grew older, I applied that principle of doing even just a little, just doing a little. Like, I started applying that essence of, even if I do a little, but as long as I do it repeatedly, consistently, then in different parts of my life, I believe there will be an incremental, or there will be an increase, an improvement. And that mindset changed everything. That mindset of just always doing a little. If it is reading, always just doing that thing. Or if I want to learn something, just doing it little by little. I remember listening also to a billionaire. I don't remember his name. Don't come up for my neck. I don't remember. But he was a billionaire, and so he was being interviewed. And he said, my single day can have multiple 24 hours. because I decide how to use each hour. What I understand and what he meant was, we often think that we have the whole day to do something, right? And so we begin to procrastinate. Did I got that word right? Yes, perfect. We begin to procrastinate. We are thinking, oh, I just have 4 tasks tomorrow. So I just have 4 tasks to do today. So I'll just, anyways, I have 24 hours. It's long, yeah? But what if we redefine the day? What if we just rewind and redefine the day? What if your 24 hours were structured in blocks, cycles, or even missions? So you are squeezing the most out of each moment. Because I say this because I believe people like Elon Musk, Aliko Dangote, Jeff Bezos, and many more that you can mention, Warren Buffett, and so on. Yeah, they don't have special clocks. Hey, rich people in my country or highly successful people in my country, I didn't mean that I cannot mention you. It's just that I believe that they don't have 26 hours, bro. They have the same 24 hours, but their systems, discipline, and strategy is what sets them apart. The system they have put in place, the discipline they show in what they do, and the strategies they employ in doing what they do. That's what creates them, that everybody, when you mention that name, they know who's that. And today I want to share the 5 key habits that I've learned and I have applied them, and I have seen in these high performance that can help us to elevate our own productivity. They can help you to elevate your productivity. Yeah, I believe so. And that starts right now. As you're listening to this podcast, I believe you're taking the initiative and you're going to apply these principles. Let's get into it. The first habit here is simple. Planning ahead. Planning ahead, it can be the night before or it can be early morning on the day that you're supposed to, whatever that you're doing. But anyways, planning ahead. So I came to realize that high performers, and high perform in this context, when I say high performers, guys, I don't mean billionaires necessarily. I don't mean millionaires, but I mean high performance in an industry that you are in. You can look at those people who are doing the best. What I've come to realize is that they just don't wing it. They're just not like, oh, we'll see what the day brings. No, they plan their day before the day begins, right? So often at the night before. This creates clarity. It reduces decision fatigue, and it allows them to hit the ground, just leave, Kiprotich. Just, there we go. Yeah. So the aspect that I say this, because for me personally, I plan in the morning. I usually, before I begin anything, I need to close at least my eyes, pray. After praying, okay, today I was supposed to do that. I put it all, and that's when I hit the day. So my tip here is just before you sleep, you have to, I think it's a good idea if you write the 3 most important things you need to do the next day. Just write them somewhere. It can be roughly or something, but you have a clue of the top 3 things that you have to do the next day. And when you wake up, review them, and just like that, voila, you already know your decision. And then the thing I want you to remember here as well is that productivity doesn't mean you start with doing it. It doesn't start when you just you begin to do. No, productivity, I think, starts even the moment that you decide, when you're making the decision, okay, this is what I'm going to do tomorrow. And so that begins to set the tone for productivity. The second habit is to tackle the hardest task first. Yeah, this is something that might not be very sweet. It may not resonate with you, but I think this is the greatest habit that I'm seeing productive people have. Tackling the hardest task that you see it's the hardest, putting it first, aka eat the frog. I didn't say literally eat the frog. No, there's a saying that says if you eat a frog first thing in the morning, the rest of the day will be easy. Why? Because you'll be leaping? No, I don't know, bro. It's just a saying. Anyways, I cannot define the saying, Excuse me. Yep. The frog is actually the most important or the most uncomfortable task that you have in your day tomorrow or today. Depends on when do you plan for your day. Is it the night before or morning? So when you tackle this hardest task first, it gives you momentum and a psychological win, a psychological boost early in the day. So this is actually one of the core reasons that productive people make progress. They don't avoid what's uncomfortable, they actually prioritize it. what is uncomfortable, they put it at the forefront, like do it and remove it out of your way, right? Because it's uncomfortable. So we are always, I think humans are always on the verge of removing things that are uncomfortable so that they can move ahead quickly, right? So pro tip here is just try to identify your frog the night before or early in the morning and commit to doing it before checking your phone or even emails. Just know what is the hardest task today. Is it my lab experiments? Is it that hard conversation with the boss? Is it, that task that I don't like, they're always sending me and I don't like it? Yeah, and then just put that and then put it at the forefront. Habit number 3 is batch similar tasks. The idea here is just sometimes, switching between different types of work constantly can drain energy. So instead, I think productive people group similar tasks and do them together. I think this one we even talked on the way of learning. You are learning about economics, so you find concepts within the economic zone that you can learn and you can connect the dots in your mind. This will allow your mind to, be kind of proactive. Yeah. For example, let's say you respond to all emails in a 30-minute window. Like, for 30 minutes, I'll be checking my Gmail, I'll be checking my mail to see who has sent me email and says what, and you're responding to all of them in 30 minutes only. So in that block of 30 minutes, it's for emails. Or let's say in 30 minutes, you are doing calls back to back. But your customer, client, all of these are accomplished within the 30-minute block. Or if you're a content creator, then you're creating content in one focus session. You're not like, no. Just one focus session is where I will do all my content, let's say for the next 2 days or 3 or 4 or this week. My content creation will be one day in one window. Yeah. So the tip here I want you to do is this. So first, this aspect of doing this in one window, it minimizes the context switching and it increases our efficiency as we are not robots, so we are able to within the one window achieve a lot of things. So what you have to do is just pick 2 or 3 task zones in your day. For instance, mornings can be productive, the deep work time in the morning, and then afternoon can be for some administration work or something, and then evenings can be for creative thinking or even learning. Yeah, that's one way to go about it. You just create zones in your day and you know what tasks are supposed to be done within those zones. And the habit number 4 that I wanted to talk about is take regular breaks. This, I just mean this literally. Seriously, take breaks. This can be defined as the Pomodoro or even movement breaks. So the human brain wasn't really designed to focus for hours straight. Now I'm trying to remember. I have talked about this in one of the episodes. Now I don't remember which one was it. But I have talked about especially the Pomodoro technique. Yeah. Anyways, the human brain is not created to think or to just focus on one task for many hours straight. So some research has shown that even elite performers work in focused bursts, followed by some short breaks. What the method that I use often, and that's why I say I think I have talked about this also somewhere, because it's something that I think I do. It's the Pomodoro technique, where you have 25 minutes of work, it can be deep work, and then you have 5 minutes breaks. But after let's say four cycles, you now take longer, 15 to 30 minutes break. So this allows your brain to rest and reload, and what you do within the breaks, you can just, let's say, get up, stretch, hydrate, walk a bit, talk to someone around you, I don't know who you'll talk to, but anyways, you can talk to someone, or you can just walk a little bit. It will help to, revive or rejuvenate the brain and prevent burnout. Because if your brain, you force it to do only one work constantly, if you have noticed, it will begin to scramble data, and then now your focus is like it's lost. You're doing that task, but your brain is not proactive. is not active enough because it's lost, it has fatigue and all that. So what we need to just remember is that rest isn't the opposite of productivity. Rest is just a part of productivity. It doesn't mean if you're resting after a long time, after a period of work, doesn't mean that you're a loser. So yeah, that brings us to the final fifth habit. The fifth and the final habit, daily reflection and some tweaking, some adjustments. Believe that this is the glue that holds now everything together, everything that we've been talking about, right? Every habit and all that. This is the glue that brings them together. Just talked about rest, right? After rest, you have finished your whole day, right? And all that. Daily reflection can help you now boost your morale. It can help you plan for the next day. It is the glue that holds everything together. Why do I say this? Because at the end of the day, somehow have to pause, stop talking too much, stop running too much. You have to pause somehow and review what has worked, what hasn't, and also what can be improved. You have to just have these moments in your day. Oh God, I thank you for I have achieved a lot. This is a prayer. I thank you for I have achieved a lot. I have seen that I didn't do that, and I pray that tomorrow I will achieve these 3 things. You see, you're setting again the goal now for tomorrow. Based on today, I know what I should improve tomorrow, what I should do, because there was a time where I wasted time, so I know what I should do tomorrow. You can do is you can journal it, or you can even just voice note it, or just think through questions like what did I accomplish today? What did I achieve today? What distracted me? Or what can I do better tomorrow? It's simple. Life is simple. Make it simple. Just ask yourself these questions, and if you're able to answer this, they will give you kind of a bigger point of view to see, okay, tomorrow now I'll do this, because it keeps you evolving, not just executing. The more you're executing always, and you're not even looking at what you have achieved. You're not even looking at what you have failed, so that you can improve on the execution tomorrow. It will help you also stay honest with yourself, so that you're not lying to yourself, always thinking that you are productive, but yet, you're not doing anything. Anyways, that's the last point, and I hope these 5 habits can be helpful. So there you have it, the top 5 habits of highly productive people. Top 5, rather. And I didn't mention names to say, oh, this productive person, because as I highlighted, PS, it's not about billionaires only. It's not about rich people. It's not about successful people. I'm talking about productive people. Even your parents can be the most highly productive people you know in your life. Even a friend beside you can be a highly productive people. So, highly productive people. The friend beside you can be a highly productive person that you know or can relate with. The first habit I said is plan your day in advance, the night before or the morning, early in the morning. The second thing is do the hardest work, the hardest task first. Eat the frog. And then the third habit is batch similar tasks together. Put them together, and these things, they go together, so put them in one zone. And then as well, the fourth important habit is to take regular breaks. Remember to allow your brain to recharge, to begin afresh. And then the last thing is reflect daily. Rethink about, thank God for what He has, show gratitude to God for what He has helped you achieve in one day, but at the same time, let Him and let yourself be able to evaluate what worked, what didn't, and that's basically it. Each of these is simple. Each of these things that I talked about, I always talk about in this podcast, they are simple, but simple doesn't mean easy, we agree on that, isn't it? Simple doesn't mean easy. What makes them powerful is the habit of consistency, the spirit, the discipline that you put into executing these habits. So that's why I challenge you today, as you're listening to this podcast, just pick one of these habits. I don't know which one is it. I don't know which one you'll pick, but just pick one of these habits, just one, because one will lead you to the next. Try it for a week and then measure how you feel. See what you get done and how you have showed up throughout that week on that habit. Just one, moja, uno, anyway, French guys, come on. And then After some time, come back and try adding another habit. So 1 plus 1 is equal to, I don't know, maybe on your end it's 11, maybe on another person's end is 2. But anyways, there's no one size fits all. These habits are habits that I think if you start applying them small, one, eventually you'll end up becoming also a highly productive person that another person can look up to and say, oh brother, oh sister, oh my friend, how do you do it? Are you able to manage all of this? So yeah, if you found value in this episode, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to subscribe, please. Just follow. I don't know, you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, or where are you listening from, by the way? You can just write even in the comments where you're listening from. I mean, the podcast is available in many places. Reefally, East Africa, AfriPods, the website. It's available in many places, as I thank God it's reaching far. But yeah, remember to subscribe and share it with someone who needs to hear all of this, who needs to learn something or two, and leave a review. If I bore you with all these long talks by myself and you want to hear from more people, also you can say, bro, sister, you can just say that. My friend, you can just let me know. It really helps, more people discover the show. Yeah, the more you hit those kuja, those thumbs up, I think it reaches more people, especially those people who can relate with the topics being talked about. And remember just that the life that you want is built one day at a time, not all together, but yeah, one day at a time, one habit at a time. So take care on that. And this is the SelfSeed podcast. And I hope you enjoy the podcast. Don't forget to rate us, if there's a possibility of where you can rate us. Maybe if they have 6 stars, give them to us. But yeah, I'm Emmanuel, your host. We haven't changed the host yet, your host. And let's just keep growing. Let's keep growing by God's grace. Let's keep learning some new things and become better versions of ourselves. Until next time, keep learning and hear you or see you in the next one. I hope you enjoy. Bye-bye. Ciao.